Hey, we're going to talk about transposing, but keeping the song in the same key. And we're going to use one of these guys, Capo. The reason we're going to put a capo on and keep the song in the same key is we're going to change the chord shapes that we're playing. Sometimes there's a song, say, in an odd key, or maybe a key that's not all that conducive for guitar players, say B flat. So, a 1-4-5 progression for in B flat would be a B flat, an E flat, and an F. And as a guitar player, you don't have a lot of little riffing that you can do, where if you were in the key of G or even C or D or A. Okay, so there's going to be some chord shapes that you like. How do you transpose those, to get to a key that you like to play, but remain in the key of B flat? Maybe the keyboard player is set on it. Maybe it's just a song that your voice is best at that range. And maybe it's the key the song was recorded in, which always helps if you're performing the song. If it's in the same key, the listener is kind of familiar with that key. So let's keep the song in, let's say, B flat, but let's play different chord shapes. How do we figure out what fret we put the capo on? Well, you find the root note of the song, B flat. There's one there. And you should know all your notes on the low E string and the A string. And we'll also know that at the 13th fret of the A string is a B flat. To get to an A, we count how many frets lower we have to go. In this case, just one. B flat to an A, or B flat to an A, you only go lower one fret. So you're going to capo one fret up. Okay, kind of the other direction. So we're going to capo on the first, and we're going to play those A shapes we like. A. D is the 4, and E is the 5. Okay, and we're in the key of B flat. We know the root note of the song that we're, of the key that the song is in, but we're going lower to find the chord shapes that we like. And with the key of A, it's just one lower, so we put the capo on the first fret. We like the key of C, or we like the shapes of the key of C. Okay? And the 1-4-5 would be C, F, G. But where do we go? Okay, well, let's get started at the B flat. That's where that's the key of the song. Then we're just going to go down till we hit a C, and we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 10th fret. That's what we're going to capo on, which is a little challenging. You probably need a guitar with a cutaway. But now we're capoed at the 10th. We can play those C shapes. Okay, that is a possibility for the rhythm guitar player to throw that stuff in along with the other musicians, but a little challenging to play up that high. So let's try another key. Let's try in the key of, the chord shapes in the key of D. Same thing. I could have just dropped the capo back too, and we know we'd be there. But there's the B flat, and let's find a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frets lower, let's capo at the 8th. And we can play the D shapes. Okay? Pretty cool. So now we can find, any chord shapes that we like playing, and we know little riffs. Now we know how to get it to the key of the song. We take the root of the key of the song, and we count back till we get to that note of those chord shapes that we like. We'll do a couple more in the key of E. So again, there's that B flat, because the song's going to remain in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we capo on the 6th, and we play the E shapes, that's a B flat. And that's the 1, that's the 4, that's the 5. Okay, a lot of stuff you can do. So get the chord shapes that you're familiar with. Lastly, we'll do the what do we have? E, F. We'll try G. So the key of G. Okay. Oh, it's only 3 notes back. Okay. There's an F. There's a B flat. 1, 2, 3. We're at G. So three notes back, 3 frets up for the capo, 3rd fret, and we can play the chord shapes we like. Okay, so that's how you, and you can go to you can take a song in any key and just take that root note, count how many frets until you get to those chord shapes you like, and that's the fret you put it on. Okay, last one. Song is in the key of G. Okay, that's what we like, but maybe we don't like playing open chords or that open chord. So we want to play something up here. All right, so let's see what we can do. Okay, there's the key of G. Let's go down 1, 2, 3 notes. 1, 2, 3, which would be the shape of the E chords. All right, and if we go down 3, that means we're capoing at the 3rd, and it should be familiar because this is kind of where your G bar chord is. But okay, but say we like the C chord shapes. Song has to remain in G though, so let's find a G note. Let's find it up here because we're going to go down to a C. How many notes down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7th fret, and we can play the C shapes, and we'll be in the key of G. Okay, so I'm playing a C shape there, but it's in the key of G. All right, so that's how you figure it out. Keep the song in the same key, or find the key that is best for your voice, and then capo to find, where you want to be on that fretboard or the chord shapes that you want to play. All right, hope this helps. Good luck.